Okay, welcome back, guys. Well done. How have you been doing? All right. Okay. What are we looking for today? Now we are like I want to teach you more about like a data analyst. So I'm going to a data analyst stuff today. You know, I'm not going to forest stuff today. So let's dive into data analyst stuff. All right. So what are we doing today? It's a very simple data, which is data validation and data formatting. All right. So what is data validation? Like, what have you been learning about data validation? Okay, what's data validation? Data validation can be defined, or let's say is a tools in Excel, and is a tools in Excel that control what an user can insert or put or enter into a cell. Right? Okay, it's control. Like, if you don't want anybody else like to get access to your data, you can just um validate it and format it. Data validation and conditioning, like it's like conditioning also means like formatting, right? All right, so let's go into it. So I've prepared a slide for you for us to use. All right, okay, so let's go into it. So here we have customer names, balance due, math score, English score, and gender, right? All right, so um let's first treat about let's treat validation, right? So let's treat validation. So validation simply means like you restrict. You can also restrict during under validation. We also have restrict, like you restricting your data set that you don't want anybody to get into. So the first question, what do we do for data validation, right? Okay, so let's create a drop down. I'm reading a question, so it's a question. Yes, create a drop down list in the department column that's allow only the following department: science and arts and commerce. All right, so come to the um is there there's no department column here. So let me bring it out. So let me write it. Sorry, department. Sorry guys, I'm very sorry. I didn't know. I didn't write it here. All right, guys. So let's fill it here. So we have science, commercial, say commerce, sorry, commerce. Then we have arts. We have arts again, science, commercial, commerce. Let's put commerce, science again. Sorry, I didn't have it on this. Arts, commerce, science. So in the question here, I have a question here. The question says we should create a drop down. We should create a drop down list on this department. We should restrict it that other people cannot get into it. Like they cannot, for other people not to work on this your. All right, so what are we doing? It's a conditional formatting, right? So click on it, validation, right? So go to data here, come here, data, then come to validation, validate, then click on validation, then any value. You know, in what they gave us here. Sorry to say, we have little different. We have five type of data validation and conditioning, which is we have whole number, we have whole number, decimal, list, time, and date. All right. So department like science, commercial. What does it mean? Is it a whole number? Is it a decimal? Is it a list? Is it a date or time? All right. So this data validation, then settings. Come here, change it. Remove from any value, change it to list. So the source, in the question they said we should create a drop down list on the department column that allow only the following department: science, arts, and commercial. All right, so you just write it out like this: science, arts, then commerce. So just okay it, then it has been validated. So you can't change it at all. Can never change it. Let's change it to, let's say, let's just write another thing like this. Then you see error. You see you have constrained you see what the errors is. You input the content does not you input the content does not conform to the constraint, so it's invalid. No one can get into this. So because the second question says restrict um balance due. Let's say balance due from, let's say, 0 to to 0 to 200, right? So let's reduce it from 0 to 200, right? So you have I'm saying about restrict means, it also means validation, right? All right, so let's go into validation. Come here or your home, then go to data. This is data, then validation. What are you choosing? Is it any value? No. Is it whole number? Yes. So we are choosing whole number. So between, what is the minimum? Minimum means the lowest, while the maximum means the highest, right? So we are restricting it from the minimum to the maximum number, right? Which is 0 to 200, right? As I said earlier, 0 to 200. So okay, that's not, so you cannot input anything like above like 300 to this place. It won't to see, you see. So this is how validation this is how validation works, like data restricting. This is how it works. So in the second question and in the third question, sorry, want restrict math score entry to only allow whole number between 0 to 100. So we are not having up to 100 here, so we are just having like 40, 41. So let's do it from 0 to 50, right? All right, so let's come to math score, then control shift your moving arrow, the moving arrow saying down, press down. All right, so validated is go to data validation. So restrict it, validation is it, oh, you see is the number, right? So we are using whole number as our no validation criteria as our allow, right? Validation criteria is from, we say from 0 to 50, right? So 0 to 50, then validate it. So you can never input like 60 things, 60 to 60 or 50 or 55 there. You can never see. So this is how data validation works, right? Okay, the fourth question says ensure that the name entry in the column, the name column must be at least 3 character long using custom validation, right? So let's come into the customer name, then validate it. What are we using? We are using custom. Come here. We are using custom, which is to get this kind of thing, we have to just to write on the customer's name no longer than, they say, using a customer date 3 long character, right? So let's say Jack, Sarah, Baran. So let's do it. So this thing cannot be, can just like let's write my name Sheye. It can never be done. So you see, this is how data validation works. So the second step, we say my first the first thing I said before I started this video, we say we are looking at data validation and conditional formatting, right? So let's dive into conditional formatting. All right. So how does conditional formatting work? Like for you to know it you shows from the highest to the lowest for you to know, like, the range. So it also deals this with range. So what are we doing? Conditional formatting. Alright, so the question says highlight all CGPA, or sorry, we don't have CGPA here, so highlight all data due a balanced due. Let's use balanced due. Less than, let's say 0 to less, yes, it's 0 to like 20, right? Alright, so with any color format. So let's come here, then highlight it, come to formatting, then conditional format, come here, conditional formatting. See, no less than, I say no less than, let's say let's say 10, like no less than 10, right? Okay, 99, we are not using 99. See, should we use 99 or what? Let's use 10. So let's change the color or the green. Yes, yeah, I like using this color, right? Okay, so you see, so no less than 10, we say no less than 10. You see, we have formatted it. So here now, in this column, in this, if you look up into into the column, you can see that we have formatted like the four, like 1 2 3 4 5 that are not up to 10, that are less than 10, right? Okay, so so the second question says, you know apply the color scale database using icon sets to the highest to the English score column to show which students scored low to the highest. So let's come into this English score, right? So then, as I told you before, I like to, so come to number formatting. So come to the conditional formatting, then say icons set for you to know which student scored the highest and the lowest. Alright, so let's use this. Let's use star. I like using star, right? Okay, so click on it. See 24, the lowest score is like 23, 24, 25, from the lowest to the highest, vice versa, right? 23, 24, 25, 26, 23. See, then you see the 50, 52. You see, they are the full. You see, those are the people, those are the students. Jack Smith is also get the highest, highest score. Sarah Warren, then also Mary Winter, then Laura Gates. You see. All right. So the third question says highlight the top two math score value using top bottom rows. So you can just come here, come to your math score, then drop it down, come to cell formatting. You see, in this conditional formatting, see, we have like 5, sorry, it's not 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this top bottom rows, right? And they say top 2. So come here, you are not supposed to read top 10. No, it's not top 10. So more rules, then it will give you something like this. So come here, then change it to, you say they told us to find 2, right? So then come here, no format it, right? Come here, come and choose any color that you want. So I like using, let's use green. No, I like using green, right? Okay, so then okay it, you see those are the highest, like I said also earlier, they told us to use this top two rules to find the highest student that gets the highest score in maths, right? So which is Dave Williams and Dillian Maths, right? Okay, so The last question, the last but not least, says I like the two bottom CGPA value using um top bottom. Yes, let's use it on this math also. So let's come to this formatting, then conditional formatting. Come to top bottom rows, then more rows. Change it to bottom here, then two, top two. That's called the lowest. Then come here to format to choose any color. So you know we use our green here. So let's use like a light green here. So let's okay. So then okay. So this James Warren, I mean James Smith and Sarah Warren scored the lowest score in the math score. Alright, so these are formatting and conditioning and validation and conditioning. This is how it works, guys. Alright, so see you in my next video. So make sure to like, subscribe, share it to people who have difficulties. Sorry about my English. I'm very sorry, you guys. Please don't mind my English. Like, don't mind it. Sorry, please. I know. Don't mind my English. I beg. Don't mind my English. I know I'm speaking taboo, but so I'm still trying. Sorry, guys. I'm still trying. So just make sure you send it to all your friends that have problem in knowing this, that want to know about data analysis stuff. Right. So thank you, guys. See you next time. Let's save it. Let's save this. Alright, guys. See you next time. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you. Subscribe.